Games are coming thick and fast for Manchester United at the moment, and after moving on from the 3-0 win over St Etienne in the Europa League, we are heading to Ewood Park for the FA Cup on Sunday. A really good draw for Manchester United. You could have got lots of big teams in there, but not only did we avoid a massive team from the Premier League, but we also got a draw very close to home, and I think that's essential for Man United in what is a very busy cup fixture period for us, because obviously we had St Etienne Europa League on the Thursday, followed by the FA Cup on the Sunday, followed by the trip to France on the Wednesday, followed by the EFL Cup final against Southampton in Wembley next Sunday. So to have a draw close to home, only an hour up the road from Manchester, it's perfect. And against Blackburn, we've got decent memories against Blackburn. It's a team that I would like to see back in the Premier League. That's not going to happen next season, given that they are second bottom, I think, in the Championship now. But Ewood Park, you've got Rooney's penalty that he scored a few years ago, Antonio Valencia's screamer, whether or not he meant it as a cross, Berbatov's 5 goals he scored at Old Trafford in the 7-1 drumming of them. You know, Blackburn are a Premier League team. They've won the Premier League. They should be back in the Premier League, but they're going the way of Leeds at the moment. But enough about them, and let's just concentrate on Man United. Looking at the spectrum of the competitions we're in, we've got the Premier League, the Europa League, EFL Cup final, and the FA Cup. FA Cup is definitely the least important in the scale of things. Premier League is where it's at. It's where all the focus is. But then we've got Europa League, and because we can potentially qualify for the Champions League through there as well, Mourinho's going to have one firm eye on that. And hopefully we can win the EFL Cup, because winning a cup in February can never be a bad thing. It's not the be-all and end-all of a season, but winning some silverware can be a galvanising point for any team, especially one under a new manager. That would mean Mourinho's won his first bit of silverware less than a year into the job, takes a little bit of pressure away from him, and hopefully will be a morale boost to the players. But looking at this Blackburn game, 3-0 win over St Etienne ended up being very, very comfortable in the scoreline. In the performance-wise, you know, first half St Etienne were fantastic. They deserved to have 1 or 2 goals, but they just couldn't finish their dinner. They had the same issues that Man United have had for a lot of this season. Excellent build-up play, excellent attacking play, finishing poor. And Man United capitalised on that from the most shithousery hat-trick from Zlatan Ibrahimovic, dive for the penalty, dive for the free kick, deflection off the free kick, and got a tap in. But it's his first hat-trick for the club. He says more are coming. Will one happen against Blackburn? Maybe, maybe not. I suppose it depends whether Mourinho wants to rest him. You know, but here is who I would have in my predicted 11 for that game. In goal, I want to see David De Gea come back in. Romero only conceded 1 goal in 8 games. I think he's got 7 clean sheets for Man United this season. As a backup goalkeeper, he's doing very well indeed. Now, at right back, I want to see Timothy Fosu-Mensah. If we look, as I said, in the spectrum of competitions, this is the lowest in the order, given what Man United are trying to achieve this season. And maybe because we won the FA Cup last year. But Fosu-Mensah deserves to start at right back. He deserves his opportunities, and he hasn't had many this season. Hasn't been on the bench very much either. So this is a game I see him starting. Centre-back partnership, I'm going to go for Eric Bailly. Again, shaky at the start against St Etienne, but found his feet and got back into his rhythm. I'll probably bring Marcus Rojo in as well, because he's been out of the team because of Bailly's return. But with Jones still sidelined and Smalling still somewhat uncertain, I think Mourinho's going to switch it about and try and find the best partner for Eric Bailly, which may well be Marcus Rojo. Left back, Luke Shaw. Please just play Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw didn't play against St Etienne. We all thought he would. Mourinho explained it as the fact that he liked his back four, having conceded in 5 games. He didn't want to change it. Will he take that same mentality for the Blackburn game? If he does, then it's Valencia, it's Blind, it's Bailly, and it's Smalling. But I want to hopefully see Fosu-Mensah, Bailly, Rojo, and Shaw. Maybe that's too many changes. In midfield, Michael Carrick's out as well. Ander Herrera's banned for the St Etienne game, so he's certain to start for me. And I'm probably going to put Ander Herrera holding in the deep midfield role with Pogba and Mata in front of them. I think that works very well for Manchester United. Frees Pogba up a little bit instead of playing in a midfield 2. And Mata, I think it works well for him as well, because Mata and Herrera have excellent link-up play, and Mata himself is having a fantastic season. Now, Mkhitaryan was out with illness from the St Etienne game. Well, I have no idea whether or not he's going to be fit, but if he's fit, he's absolutely in my team. So he's in my preferred 11, out on the right-hand side. I don't particularly see any reason why we would rest that many players, given that we beat St Etienne 3-0. So I play Martial on the left, and maybe I'll play Rashford through the middle instead of Ibra. But given how we know Mourinho, I don't think he won't start Zlatan after he scored a hat-trick. So it probably will be him. As you can see, a very strong team. And I do think Man United will put out a strong team. Why not? You know, we're 3-0 up against St Etienne now. We've got the opportunity to go there, maybe rest a couple of key players ahead of the EFL Cup final, score 1 goal. St Etienne have got to score 5. We've got a commanding lead from home. It's exactly what we needed from the game at Old Trafford. And it means that we can put out a strong team against Blackburn and try and continue competing on all 4 fronts this season. But do Man United have the quality in the squad in terms of depth to keep going in the FA Cup and the Europa League and the Premier League all season long? Let me know what you think in the comments below. But my prediction for the game is that Man United are going to put out a strong team against a side who are nearly bottom of the Championship. So I'm going to go for another 3-0 win. I think Man United are on a roll right now. We're on a good run of form, very, very difficult to beat. And not only that, we're starting to finish our chances. And that's been our biggest problem all season. And as long as this momentum continues, we will continue progressing in every competition. Hopefully, that will continue with a win over Blackburn at Ewood Park to help us keep going and maybe retaining the FA Cup. That's it for the preview and the preferred 11. Leave yours in the comments below as always. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to United People's TV if you're new. And we'll see you soon. Take it easy.